Okay, it's time as well, boys. We do the player ratings, okay? I know a lot of people care about this and ask me all the time, so I thought we do it a bit early this time. This is my first time seeing Zhatzi, by the way. I didn't know that he looks like this. That's crazy. Tobo looks so young. Yeah, dude, Tobo looks super young. And he's 19 years old now. He is young as well. He doesn't just look young. But, I mean, I didn't look like him when I was 19 years old. I still had a, you know... I look definitely older. Wait, Siqs is also my first time seeing Siqs, actually. Holy shit. This looks like a photo that he took after Progress, dude. He looks tired as fuck. Looks like Mr. Robot. True, dude. Wait. Rami Malek. Yeah, exactly. He looks like this guy. That's pretty close, yeah, not gonna lie. Like, if he was like, yeah, that's my dad, I would not be surprised at all, actually. Canexx! Dude, I've never seen these people's pictures, like, faces. This is not how I imagined Canexx at all. Wait, who's this guy? Oh, Xerwo, okay. I know how Xerwo looks, but here in this picture, he looks a little bit, you know, a little slick. We have some really handsome people in our team. I'm gonna start from the bottom, I guess. I mean, Rads no longer in the team. He's still there to give us emotional support on our Twitch streaming team. I don't know if he was in any way part of the part of the race for first. I don't think so, but thank you, Rads, for being on our website, despite not really playing with us. He was a cool guy for sure. He was a really chill guy. But yeah, Tobo. This was, I think, the first year with Tobo. Yeah, it was. And it was pretty fucking good, not gonna lie. I think, especially despite the age and lack of experience, he played really good. I think Tobo is probably gonna be like part of our main roster. And I expect really cool things from him. I hope he keeps on improving. Super high potential. Tobo didn't see that much spotlight always. Because, you know, we had the... first of all, he's a new trial, so he won't immediately be in the main thing. But he found his ways to sneak in with his Hunter and his Druid. So Tobo did great on all the classes he played. Unexpectedly, even the Hunter, because he wasn't supposed to really play it. He found his ways to sneak in. You know, he wasn't like AFK because he might not be in the group or something. Did very good prep. I don't know. Just all around, you know, good guy. One of the top tier gamers for sure. I mean, of course, he did have some, you know, lack of experience moments, but in general, like for this experience and age, holy fuck, you can't get anything better. I don't remember anyone better. We have Wolfdisco. We took him from Liquid, or Limit back then. I mean, we all knew he's gonna be a good player most likely, but he definitely did not fail to impress. He played Warlock and Warrior. I don't know. People always made it sound like Warlocks can't play without PI, but looking at the DPS on Rycn, I don't think he had a PI, did he, in the end? I remember him pumping, but I don't know if he had PI. I think there was only 2 priests and he didn't have it, and he was just still blasting it. Maybe he yoinked it, let's see. Power Infusion. Yeah, he didn't have it. And looking at the DPS... I mean, that's solid. Warlocks were like, with PI, you cannot play demo without PI. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, Scribe. I'm like, bro, but every time I bring him in, he does good damage. Maybe it's worth to bring another one. But there's not enough PIs. It's the same thing with Mage. We need PIs, otherwise it doesn't work. It seems to have worked, yeah. He made it work, was a good player. He was blasting on the Warrior as well before he swapped the Warlock on this fight. He did have some mistake moments. I think sometimes he focuses maybe on DPS a bit too much and on mechanics a little bit less. But in general, very smart guy, very fun to be around. And, you know, these things are very important in the race of first. You know, you don't want to have a guy that's just, you know, you don't want to have a guy that tilts all the fucking time about every fucking thing and discusses it. So, it was good. in general very solid. A bit more DPS oriented, you can feel it. He is a number squeezer, and sometimes it can be really, really good. But yeah, not like horrible mistakes either, so it was good. Siqs, a lot of pressure as the main mage. He was up against Flêks oftentimes and could keep up, no problemo. Very committed with the, I don't know how many mages he had. Like, I see 5 here, but I think he probably had more. I mean, honestly, he was like just a silent guy, just traveling along and did his part. You know, definitely good. I don't know what I can say about Siqs, honestly. He was just like, he was there, you know, he was you didn't notice him much. Pretty good. I guess Revves silent, yeah, a little bit like Revves silent. I mean, not as good as Revves, I can't say. I mean, Flêks is a blaster. I'm not gonna lie. If they were probably equal, I would pick Flêks. No BM6, he's pretty good, but Flêks has the experience of multiple warfares, and he's an insane player. I don't know why he doesn't, like, he's like on Twitter after the race and he was like complimenting everyone. Left, right, center. You're a legend. No, you're a legend. So you're a legend. Revves, you're a legend. Meanwhile, he's a big blaster himself, but I don't know. I think he underestimates his skill oftentimes. But Siqs, of course, is good as well. Didn't make us miss Flêks too much, and did perform very good on his first tier. And very nice commitment with the 5 mages. You know, no fucks given. Just do what's necessary to win. That's the right attitude. Saltad. What did Saltad do this tier, dude? Oh, poor guy. Saltad is such a good player, actually. Like, Saltad is really, really high tier level. But sadly, he couldn't play because he just was quite unlucky. And then he also didn't do the double legendary quests early on. So he was like behind in DPS. We did consider bringing him instead of Fraggo Druid. We were gonna bring Saltad Druid in, but he didn't have the second Lego, like the reputation, so we brought Fraggo Druid instead. And before that, he always was like behind in RNG luck. I think we should try to find a way to bring him in. Same with Flêks, kind of. Although Flêks had his like, he was very useful, giving us like coverage on the bench for when we needed him. But Saltad was like only used for, I think, 1 boss. Like, you know, he deserves more than that. He's a really good player, incredibly good player. I wish you guys could have seen more of him, and I wish I could have as well. Like, I think, like, you know, he could have kept up with Lorgok and Canexx on Druid, I think. So even though those guys are, you know, full boomkin mains, Saltad incredibly good. Like, I'm so sad actually that I couldn't see more of him. Next, we can go Skaris. Skaris is a really good player. Healing wise, he plays usually Paladin, but he can play anything really. Very like a very serious gamer. You know, he won't fuck around. There was 3 times in the race for first where he actually laughed. One of them was loud, and we were like, "What? Skaris laughed? Let's go!" We celebrated it in that moment. That's how sick it is. You know, it's a rare proc. But aside from that, he doesn't speak much. He does his thing. He's very serious. You know, we don't talk much with him, but he's, you know, he's a blaster in terms of what he plays the game good, like really good actually. In fact, I don't remember him failing ever. I had to legit look up if he wasn't the kill. Like, I knew he was because he was the main paladin, but I don't remember a single like fail. Wait, what? This is crazy. Yes, I remember the one Anduin fail. Like, literally 1 time. That's the only thing I remember. Because I was looking for like something to say, but like he was so undercover. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I don't know, maybe it's also related to the class that, you know, you can fail less on as Paladin on this tier, but I don't think so. I mean, there was enough things to fail on. You know, you could just get knocked off and shit like that. I don't know. He was very consistent. I remember on Anduin, he did one fail just once, and I was like I don't even care, like, because this guy is so consistent. Like, he can fail like 2 more times. I wouldn't say anything, you know. But now thinking back, holy shit, it's pretty impressive. I need to find why he played this good. Actually, we need to use this knowledge for future generations. Zhatzi, I actually don't know what bosses he played. Sadly, not that much, I think. He's a very good player himself as well. He's also in our Final Fantasy team. But I think he was playing Shaman. Oh, he played Ellie for some time. That's so sad, actually. I don't think he played anything except for Ellie on Anduin. You know, he did what was needed. Can't say much about him. Sadly, he was on the bench all the time. In general, a silent pumper for sure. Similar to Skaris in terms of personality. A bit less experience, but in general still a good player. He was playing Shaman as main, but you know, we just didn't use Shaman that much. I think there was a boss where we played Resto Shaman. Was it? Oh, we played on Rycn on Resto Shaman for some time, I think. But it didn't stay for long. Oh, dude, Zhatzi. Oh no, I remember now. I don't know if the chat knows this. I don't know if I don't think this is public info. I mean, it's been done. Zhatzi, I hope you can forgive me. I will share this information about Zhatzi Paladin. So what happened was, we were playing Anduin and we decided to bring another Paladin. Okay, I don't know what the reason was. Like, they were good for healing it or whatever. Maybe we wanted to do wind tier pump during intermission. I don't know. Maybe it was for healing the inside phase. I don't know. We started noticing like he's just really underperforming. Okay, and it's purely his like output. Like, he's just not doing enough healing. I think it was the inside ads he couldn't heal properly. He was like letting people die. Yeah. Again, inside people, they were dying when the groups are separated. Was it heroic? Oh, it was heroic. It wasn't off stream though, was it? I don't know. Maybe it was off stream. Okay, it was not mythic at least, boys. True, this makes more sense now. So we're like wiping multiple times, quite tight. We can almost kill the boss. I think we wiped like really low percent, but like he's dragging us down. Yeah, I'm like, bro, what is going on here? We had to replace him. We literally replaced him from the team because he was just not keeping up with the numbers. And they're like, he's probably quite sad, like, right? Like, what is going on? Like, we don't get it. Nobody's understanding what's going on because he's a good player. Like, this doesn't make any sense. And then after some time looking into it, they notice he was not wearing an intellect weapon. And he was not wearing an intellect weapon for a long time. From what I hear, like, even during farm, he was not wearing it. Bro, I don't know. Like, you can't make this stuff up, man. People leaving raid teams, people wearing like strength weapons to heal. That's some crazy shit. You know, in one way, like, we noticed and we were like, oh my god, you can't be serious. But at the same time, it was a strong, like, big relief that, you know, he is a good player. Like, we aren't all stupid and thought this guy is a good player. Like, you know, his skill isn't just melting away or something. It was just an item issue. So, listen, he was like, for maybe multiple months, wearing the wrong weapon. And nobody noticed. That is... Yes, we're talking farm. Is that, am I right? Like, I've been told that this was even happening on farm. I don't know. But yeah, and then when he changed it, it was good again. But it took some time, yeah. In general, a good player, though. Alright, next guy, Swag. The Quiet Pumper fits him quite good. Swag is also one guy, he's like Flêks, where like, you know, he doesn't recognize his own skill that much or doesn't brag about it. He just does his own thing. But he's a really good player. Not much to say about him. He just plays the game, blasts. Very similar to like Skaris or Revves or Zhatzi. These guys are all pumpers. Do I have a funny story to tell about him? I don't know. Probably not. He's like another one of these guys that some of these people, they will like pass their spot like as soon as they can. Like Swag is kind of like that. It's not a bad thing necessarily, but sometimes like it's the same thing with Flêks, for example. He was like, yeah, Warlock without PI doesn't make sense. I won't come. It's fine, it's not needed. You know, sometimes a quick passer, but in general, you know, very good players. Yeah, great player, great pumper. Is you know, is trying to keep up with the Sir, not gonna lie, but is doing a very good job. Next we have Dota. Oh man, oh that's so sad. Dota is the only guy in the team who did not see a single boss. On top of that, he did not even get a single tier split for anything on his characters. The only thing he has is the priest ring from Anduin. And that's it. It's kind of sad. It has nothing to do with his skill. Honestly, I wouldn't know because he was benched every tier so far because of just bad RNG. Really unfortunate. Like I don't know what to say. He was our main Shadow Priest, or he is. I mean, I wouldn't know at this point. It's been years since I've seen him play in progress. I don't know if he ever did at this in this guild. It's really unluck. But every time Soul gets more gear on the Shadow Priest, or his classes and sucks, he never had the chance to play. It's quite sad. He's a good player, but I don't know, bro. Just pure unluck, yeah. If you want the class nerfed and be bad, just put Dota on it. Like full bad, like full curse, literally. I wonder what happens if you put him on Warlock. Like, does the universe explode? I don't know. I'll be curious to see. In general, a very cool guy. Smart, you know, like deals with problems in like a smart way. Communicates good. Like literally, he has it all. But except for RNG, yeah. Some people, they just don't have the good luck. I don't know. Very unfortunate. Well, next up, Soul. This guy steals Dota's loot all the time. And sneaks into the raids. Play very good. He tried to make Shadow Priest work. He really tried, but it didn't work out. It did work on Rycn actually, but not on the Jailer. I think, you know, just a weaker Warlock. So what can you do, I guess? But in general, look at him. He did the full Quadra. You know, trying to play every class good and then pick whatever is the best, whatever is the most fitting. It's a noble sacrifice to make, you know, to do 4 classes because you know you will just rely completely on RNG. But you know, he had good RNG on his priest, I think, and well, somewhat, you know, how much RNG can you have good as a Shadow Priest? You're a Shadow Priest after all. Like a debuffed Warlock. Actually, it was really good on Rycn though, because we did consider bringing another Shadow Priest during Rycn. There was a one time where Dota like saw like something like a light at the end of the tunnel, but then we decided not to again. Unfortunate. Because they had some nice healing with Vampiric Embrace, but you know, still worse than Warlock. What can you do? Clickz. I don't know why, man, but every time, like, I went to the toilet, came back, I saw him on the hallway. Every time I saw Clickz, I have to laugh. I don't know what's up, like, why? I don't know why. Like, I would look at him, I would laugh, and then he would look at me, he would laugh as well, and we would just walk away. Like, it was super awkward, kind of weird. That's the only thing I can say about Clickz on his personality. He has a very cute looking face. As far as I know, he doesn't have a girlfriend, but that will probably change soon after attending the event. So, you know, Gotta be fast if you want them, guys or girls. I mean, I don't judge. Both is fine. He might not be okay with both, so gotta ask him for sure. But yeah, definitely a high tier gamer. A little too silent, does his own thing, but very good with like sticking to the plan. You know, not just mindless zuk, but actually has a grasp of what we're doing as well, and not just fucking around. Not that all other media are like that, but maybe some are. Next up is Velo. Velo Monk. This guy, dude, literally a tier set thief. He is a bandit, a pirate. He steals all the loot. He had like 2 set on 6 characters according to some resources, and like he hit some of them. He was yoinking all the loot. It was incredible. I'm pretty sure he probably had some moments where he looked into the loot and was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna loot more because they're gonna kick me soon. I'm pretty sure his character was bugged and he was like flagged to get more loot. He had some secret deal with Blizzard. I mean, he kind of looks like his dad might be Bill Gates or something if you look at him. He's like, I don't know. He looks kind of shady. Looks like he has something dirty going on behind the scenes. I don't know, bro. I don't trust this guy. Not gonna lie, I don't trust him. I've never seen somebody get so lucky with loot. Like this is not acceptable. He had like 2 set on 3 characters, no joke. If not more, I'm not sure. That was not normal, dude. Like, he had 2 set on 2 priests, I think. People are playing 5 of the same character to get... Lorgok played 4 druids, and he didn't get 2 set. Or was it 4 set? Yeah, 4 set, okay. Like, he wasn't eligible for 4 set. Velo actually wasn't either, but he joined all the other good stuff. You don't want to have him in your group. He will steal your loot, so if you see him, like, queuing up to your M+, or to your raid, maybe just like a viewer run or something, just don't join. Just ignore him. Tell people not to join this group. Save other people. Gameplay wise was good. He did. I yelled at him a bit too much for not dispelling, but I don't know. I was just so stressed well, not at him, but in general to dispel. I felt bad after, but I don't know. I was just in shambles the last day. Even though I know we won, I was still tilted that they didn't dispel. Like, I knew we were gonna win, everything was good, but I was just a bit too, I don't know, too excited or something. I don't know. But it was, he did in general good plays. You can see him actually. He's the guy who saved our well, along with Tobo, because he's also a gamer, of course. No, but here you can see him. There, so we had an unexpected dispel here. I had shown this before as well, but oh, so Wolf was not in position quick enough. He was running there, but oh no, the dispel came early, so he was supposed to be here, and his things spawned over here, which meant more pools spawned instead of here and here. They spawned here and there, and this was not assigned to anybody. So Mr. Tobo and Velo rushed in there. Velo yoinked it. Tobo adjusted. Absolute gamers. Fixing a potential wipe. I didn't see anybody else going for that, actually. I think that could have gone through if they didn't do it. So, pretty well played. Securing the kill in the end. Blasting his HPS. Also, of course, handsome as fuck, but we don't talk about that. Everybody knows it. Mini. Oh, dude, poor Mini. I haven't checked up on him. Now I see his name. I remember he had like some sort of eye infection at some point, and I told him, wait, where was this? I don't know if he wants this public, but I mean, I guess I don't think it's something horrible. He had like some problem with his eye, and his vision got blurry and shit. He was like, yeah, I won't be able to play. Might go to a doctor. Might go. He says He says he can't see properly, and then he says might go to a doctor's room. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Go to a doctor, please, ASAP. And he says, yeah, we'll try. What? And then he got some meds and stuff. Probably just can't play right now. Like, I don't give a fuck if you can't play, dude. If you have... this had happened to Potter back in the days when he evolved as well. But yeah, I was worried about Mini there, but looks like he recovered. We continue. Well, Mini, aside from that, played pretty solid. He had like one fuck up on Lords of Revves SDK. He was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry, man. Like, I'll fix it." And then he like didn't fail at all after that. It was pretty cool that he fixed immediately. Like, he had one mistake, he was very sad, and then he immediately fixed everything. Aside from that, I think he played pretty good. Let me think what bosses he played. Wasn't that many bosses, sadly, but I remember the DK popping. There's some Shaman action here and there, I think, but I don't remember that much. We could have brought him on Jailer. Potentially instead of a Rogue, probably would have been the better pick in terms of DPS. But Perfecto already had practice, and Mini had the eye issues, and then we just didn't even consider it at all. DPS was probably would have been the better pick. Just after the legendaries. Yeah, after the second legendaries. Yeah, next up we have Mr. Deepshades. Well, this guy, he was drunk 1 hour after the race. I cannot believe it. And not like random drunk. Like, he was yelling, like he was just running around and yelling. I have no idea why you would do this to yourself. I don't know. But I mean, as a player, really good player, but I don't know. It's not like, I don't think he's like an alcoholic or something. But he loves partying a lot. Too much. He showed me the human borders of, you know, of min-maxing alcohol intake within an hour. Impressive. Yeah, in terms of his gameplay, he played Warlock very well. I mean, just like always, it's, you know, classic Fabo. Back then we would always, you know, we're like, Xerwo, Fabo. We would always pick Xerwo above Fabo usually. He knows. It was like, bro, I'm gonna show you I'm just as good, you know. I can beat Xerwo. And I think, you know, this tier you could see, you know, there's barely any difference if there's at all. I wouldn't know who's better, honestly, if you ask me. Would need to dig deep to figure it out. They both had very few mistakes. Yeah, Bob was a blaster. Could have had him on 4 Warlocks as well instead of 3, actually. I don't know, the Shaman. Then again, you never know. Shaman could have been good as well. It could have been needed as well. Maybe Ellie or something. I was actually in panic when I noticed that we didn't consider Elemental Shaman for AG on Heroic Anduin, or on like for Mythic Anduin, because you do a lot of healing there. Since your damage gets turned into healing, and your healing is not increased, your damage is increased, and your damage taken is decreased. So it's massive actually. But or not, we didn't really need that much healing. Intermission was kind of easy. I never thought that intermission would be that easy anyways. But yeah. Anyways, it's about Fabo. Played really good. Keeps the mood high. Back in the days, Fabo used to be a guy that like flames everyone left, right, center, makes fun of people, you know, in terms of like, you know, like not all the time, but in general, he was like the one that does the sneaky comments, you know, like somebody would die and then he would be like, "Come on, Canexx, you know, what the hell." He really changed in terms of that. He became much more of a team player. You know, we grow up. Boys, don't flame. I'm not flaming. I'm just saying I'm trying to show his growth. Okay, he really changed from that, and is like really a team player. You know, But obviously, you know, it's also part of growing up as a human being, I think. We grew up together, you know, and I know Fabo since, I don't know, 8 years or something. I don't know. So, really cool. Glad to have him in the team. I just wish he wouldn't drink the moment we kill the boss, so I could have a conversation perhaps. But yeah. Next up, we have Canexx. I can't believe Canexx was. Oh, actually, I remember now. I had seen him. I had seen him when he joined the team. True. I had completely forgotten though, because there was like a post we made for his arrival to the team or something. You know, welcome to the team post. But I imagine Canexx like, Fraggo, like a, you know, a little bit more older, mature man with like a full beard, quite wise, you know, maybe like 35 years old. Doesn't really match, yeah. He looks great, but it's not the image in my head. But Canexx, I think, played pretty good. There was moments where he was a little bit dying too much. I mentioned it to him as well, and then I think he boosted from that. Like, there are people that, you know, when this stuff gets noticed, they like go worse. They get lost in their thoughts or whatever and can't improve. Canexx, I think, you know, played really good towards the end. Like, it got better and better. At some point I was like always thinking, you know, Lorgok might squeeze the DPS more than Canexx, but then later the lines became blurry, if not better for Canexx. He was blasting towards the end. There was like some moments in the midway tier where I was a bit worried, but after that, you know, he popped off. Towards the end, it was really good. And the main quality of Canexx, outside of his player skill as a like mechanical skill, is his simcraft knowledge. He's really smart with sims, and it's very useful. Like, if he had to, like, you know, pick somebody for an outside team as well, like that can do, like, is smart with thinking and, you know, understands the game at a high level, I think Canexx would be one of the first picks. You know, he knows what's up. Apparently Saltad as well. I didn't know, but they were doing together the sims for Elegy Sims and the sims for Jailer with the 10% secondaries buffs. They really understand the game at a theoretical level as well, which is very useful. A very useful skill. So Canexx basically a big brain, yes. Next up is when I see him already, I have to laugh. It's crazy that somebody that looks like this can be such an, like, how do you call it? Like a morale booster. You know, you expect like some serious, like, try-hard guy, you know, like flexing through every door and trying to like act cool, but he's like very humble, very like, you can see he's like very good race, you know, like he treats people with respect. It's like, especially when you see him in real life as well, just very cool dude to hang out with. Yeah, I don't know, very, you know, he is a bit like, when you talk to him, you feel like a bit like I don't know, like very sweet. I don't know how to say it good. Like almost like you're talking to like a child, who, but not in terms of like what he necessarily says, but how he acts. You know, like innocent. Yeah, he's very innocent. Yeah, very innocent, dude. That's the right word, I think. He probably isn't. He's probably a dirty boy, but he acts like that at least. I don't know. Just, you know, very nice to have in the team. But aside from Lorgok's personality and his muscles, he did play very good. There were some people, I said this before, but just because I'm doing the whole thing, I'm saying it again. There were some people in the chat that were flaming him sometimes, just completely unjustified. Even Flêks, who had many arguments with him, defended him on Twitter, saying like, you know, how, I don't know how people can play Lorgok and he's playing like so good. It's ridiculous, you know. It doesn't make any sense. Even Chris, who usually would flame people when they die, and they would say like, you know, he could have used this personal, that personal. He was protecting Lorgok sometimes, saying you know, it wasn't really his fault. He did he did often like be the visible end of a mistake. You know, he wasn't really necessarily the reason, but he looked like he died, but it wasn't really related to him. It was in general pretty good gameplay. I've also watched this gameplay. It was really good. Yeah, just exactly how you would expect a person to play. He played, you know. Very nice. I'm glad we have him in the team. It's also, at some point, there was a moment where we were close to removing Lorgok from the team. Because he was a bit slacking on his characters and stuff. And he was a bit, like, out of touch with what we were talking about. Because, like, he was listening to hardstyle music non-stop. Bang, bang, bang. Wouldn't hear anything. Would just blast, blast, blast. That wouldn't do any prep on his characters, on his ults and stuff. That, like, a lot of his attitude changed for the better. And absolute beast now. Very valuable member of the team. Fraggo, the Finnish bear. What? Finnish bear. Okay. Fraggo, I think, did really good in terms of keeping up with, especially on his druid. I didn't expect that. Like, we swapped him on. He was doing really good with keeping up with DPS. Was what I was gonna say. After coming back, I think this was the one tier where he was like finally settling in and like found his place in the team a little bit, because he had a warm up, some warm up, like the two tiers where he played was a little bit of a warm up required back from, you know, the Paragon times. But I think this tier he played really good. On Halondros, he was one of the few people that like fucked up the least with the bomb. He actually saved Ken a few times because he was partnered with Ken, telling him to pick it up or sacrifice his character by picking up twice to let him to not cause a wipe. On top of that, he played, you know, good with the DPS. I mean, obviously, you know, especially on Warrior, it's hard to match the Sir. Really, really hard, you know. But he was doing a good job in general. Looks up to fix his mistakes if he notices, you know, if you know, he's not scared away to like put the additional hours if needed to fix whatever, if there's a problem with his gameplay or anything. He will make sure to perform at the best he can, you know, put all the effort needed. And, like, in terms of like attitude, like this guy is a machine, like absolute machine. It's crazy. I have no idea how you do that. You know, like 10 days into progress, he would stay up late night, would only sleep 4 or 5 hours, but just, you know, make sure he checks logs, make sure he does everything correct, fixes what if there's a problem. Pretty fucking insane. A bit too much even sometimes. I'm a bit worried. Sometimes he puts too much hours. He was also one of the guys who came back to the game, immediately did 6 characters on his first year on Castle Natalia. He's a tryhard, you know. One of us. But yeah, especially impressed with the Druid gameplay on Halondros, I would say. With the lack of mistakes. He's very good at executing tactics. Next we have Narcolies. Mr. Giga Chad. Bro, I think this tier changed him. Like, after this tier, he will never be the same. I'm pretty sure he, like, there is a small part in him that does believe he could be a superhero if he tried to at this point. I mean, you know, is it not true? Like, I don't know. He could be after what he did. Like, I would see him after the Lost of Dread kill, like on the hallway or something, and he would be looking like this. Yeah, that was me on the meter. Yeah, I did that. Frosty game? I played it for 5 days. I don't need more to learn a new class. But he was... he deserves it. He did really good. Narcolies is a really good player in terms of like mechanical skill. He improved a lot after doing PvP as well. The last few tiers, just getting better and better. Shame that he couldn't play Paladin because it just wasn't good. I was also... He was like... He was playing it a bad class and had bad RNG on top. that's like Dota level. He reached Dota level this year. Impressive. But I don't know what it is with DK and him, but he can play DK really good. Like, even if he didn't play for a long time, he just comes in and plays it good. Yeah. Absolute beast for keeping the prep up as well during the... Because it didn't look like he was gonna see the light of the tier at all. And I was always trying to make some use of people on the bench, right? I was like, bro, just play your DK, play your role. He also geared up his role. He never saw any boss on Mythic, but he did prepare it. And same with his DK, he went and just blasted on it, and we didn't know if it's gonna be good or not. I always had the feeling that DK might be good. I wanted to stack maybe even 3 DKs on Anduin. I thought the intermission would be much harder, so we might do like a Quadra A-bomb limb on one and Master on the other, but triple was more than enough. But I was already a little bit ready for the DK there, and then we also saw that it's gonna be good on lots of Dread. I didn't expect it to be this good, to be fair. But so yeah, he did the prep, even though it didn't look like he will necessarily get a spot. He's actually very good with giving Hand of Sacrifice to people, which he was not in the past, but he got quite good at that. But yeah, played really good. He had like 1 coaching session with Nnoggie. I mean, I don't know what happened in that room. They were on a separate TeamSpeak channel. Even though they were also next to each other. It's kind of weird. But they did 1 run of the fight, and I was already seeing Narco and like blasting the meters. And then the next pull, he was topping. I don't know. That's it. He doesn't need more, I guess. I'm pretty sure that he's either watching it right now, or he will watch this later and he'll be like, yeah, that's right. I did that. Was me. Yeah. Call me again if you need him. It was insane. I actually thought he would come in on... I thought Rogue was going to be better than it was on Jailer, and I thought there is a chance that he comes in on the Jailer again and does the same shit. Dude, if that had happened, I don't know. I think internet would explode probably. Anything WoW related. Well, yeah, was epic. So many memes got created because of it as well. You know, it was funny because it's also real, you know? It's crazy. That's so good. Flêks, our handsome mage, is next up. Yeah, I don't know. I think, always, he was a little bit like Phil. Phil did the same thing always. Mage is bad for this. Just bench me. No, it's fine, just bench me. I don't know why he does this. He's so good. But he always finds a way to bench himself. I don't know why. I think he should have been on more bosses. I think he should have been on Rycn. He should have been probably on Jailer as well. But, I mean, I can't force him. This is going to be his talk. Like, he is either underestimating himself or underestimating the class he plays. I'm not sure. Yeah, Flêks, I'm surprised we didn't play... I don't think he played Warlock on any fight. Even though he kept him ready. He was kind of like Narco, where, you know, he stood in the shadows and did all the prep just for the moment where he might be useful to the team, you know? And he was on... I don't know what boss he played Mage on. I don't know, he always like came in and left again. He played on Halondrus, I think? And also on Rycn for a decent amount of time. But then wanted to bench because there's no PI. Oh, there was only 1 PI or something, I don't know. Or the Warlock's doing his PI. But I think he could have played Warlock on that boss. I really think it would have been better than, I don't know, another class. Not sure which one. But we could have found a place for him, I think. Yeah, Flêks was like him, dude, a bit in the shadows, blasting. They had a disagreement we had with Lorgok. I think they found the unified path and led us to victory on Halondrus, which was good. But aside from that, yeah, Flêks, absolute pumper. Every tier I'm telling him, like, bro, we need to have you more in the setup. You're too good to be sitting on the bench. But he finds a way, dude. He finds a way to bench. I don't know. Similar to Xerwo for this one time, where I don't know. The universe exploded. It was like a small explosion, and Xerwo did not somehow get a tier piece from Rycn or Lords of Dread on 4 of his characters, on heroic and normal. He somehow managed. I don't know how, because Xerwo is usually the lucky guy. For the one time he was not lucky. It's actually crazy. I don't know. This is a first for us all. We didn't know what to do. We were so confused. We took Fraggo in instead. Because usually we just take Xerwo as, you know, we don't need to check gear on the Warlocks. You just take Xerwo because, you know, he's going to have the most gear, and then the discussion is over. But yeah, this time it was different. He was sitting on the bench for 1 week. Must have been a tilter for sure. But he didn't make us feel that tilt at all. He just kept pumping on his Warlock and came in second week. Kept blasting. I think he just did insane damage on every try, on every boss that he played. Yeah, solid performance. What can I say? He's just a gamer. I don't know. Just a very consistent blaster. Servers rich for sure. Yeah, according to rumors, I've heard many things. I've heard he was stealing credit cards. I heard that he has like rich parents. I don't know. It could be anything. I would not be surprised if either of the two become true. Or he's like, he just looks rich, but he isn't. I don't know, but I think he is. I heard he has like many apartments that he owns. I don't know. The one thing that we will never forget is that he left us during progress when Warlocks was the most strongest class on Unat and went to his sister's wedding. We will never forget him. And we will never forgive him, I mean, not forget him. This is the one thing that will be remembered forever. Alright, next up, the Sir. I mean, boys, I don't know what to say. The only thing I know is, I said it as well before, when we asked for like who wants to come to the event, there was 3 options. Was the option green? Meant like you want to come, like we should try to make it happen if we can, right? There was yellow, who was like you know, I could come maybe, but you know, I don't really care that much, because green was like I really wanted to come, and there was red, was like, no, this is just not for me, I won't like it there. It's just, you know, very few people pick red, like some people just don't like it, you know, they want to be in their home. And the Sir initially did pick yellow. Everybody's seen it. I was like, holy shit, the Sir picked yellow, so we can bring him. And the moment I said it, like everyone was like hyped on TS, and he immediately turned it to red. We couldn't get him this time, but next time, I'll find a way. I'll convince the Sir. He will be part of the event. He can't dodge it again. I will not allow it. Not on my watch. I don't know if he's watching or if he's anywhere, but we will get you, Sir. It will be... I mean, we need his POV as well for the production. Everybody wants like to see Revves. I think the Dirty Boy maybe did it intentionally to get more viewers on his own channel, because this way we don't have his POV on the main channel, and he can stream to his own. I don't know. Sir with the business plans? Not sure. Not sure what he was trying to do there. No, but we actually need him. Like, people want to see his POV and we don't have him. What the fuck? I want to high five the Sir when he pumps like crazy. But yeah, I mean, to his skill and stuff, I don't think we need to comment much. I remember, I think he spoke once during the tier. It was to maximize DPS, like during a pull. Sorry, during the tier, he spoke like maybe 4 times. But during a pull, he spoke once. That was when I was calling on Jailer at the last phase to break his chain. Like, I said Jimmy break, he broke. I said Revves break, and he said to me, "Sir, I have no leap is on cooldown." Obviously, it would be too much DPS loss to break without a leap, so that was impossible for him. Where he had to go and TeamSpeak can tell me that. So I pulled up the next warrior and said, "Fraggo, you go break." I'm sorry, sir, for asking you to reduce your DPS to play a mechanic. It was my fault completely because it's an, you know, avoidable thing, right? I should have picked another warrior. I didn't know. I was not tracking his sleep. I didn't know I needed to track his sleep up until this day. I will from now on. I apologize. And I'm sorry that I let you down, and I will play better next time so that you don't have to speak for the whole tier, sir. Okay? You will not have to speak at all. Thank you. That was our only communication during progress. Across 18 days, he said, I have no leap. He didn't even say, pick somebody else, or like, I can't break or something. He said, I have no leap. You do with that whatever you want. I was like, okay, next warrior. So, yeah. Next time, my goal is to make him not speak at all. During tries. Sometimes in between tries, we do talk. Not much, but more than during pulls at least. Yeah, next goal is turn this red into yellow into green, dude. Next event, I want to see Revves wanting to go to the event. That would be very pog. He's also actually the person that I've played with most in this game. I played the most tiers with this sir. Kind of weird because like he joined us back when we were like rank 20, world rank 20 or something. No, actually, no, yeah, wait, no, we were lower than that. You were like rank 100 when he joined, and then we started daytime raiding. And the sir was in the... Or was it on Siege of Orkram or Farm or for Progress, I think, already? Yeah, so I think he joined when we were like rank 100. So you would like not think somebody from that time would be this good, right? But there you go. I know all the top 100 raiders in the world could be as good as Revves. Here's the proof, man. Next up, we have Jeathebelle. I actually don't know which bosses Jeeth played. He was playing everything, left, right, center. Actually, Velo played even more everything left, right, center than him, I think. I'm not sure. But like, he played Priest mostly, I think. I don't know. The fact that I don't know means he played good. The only thing I noticed is it was hard to make for him that line on Jailer. That's all I remember. Everything else was great. He played perfect, but the line on Jailer, it was always like this. You know, it was always like broken, that line. It was not a line. That's the only thing. At the end, we had it, but it took a long time. And like I would see it because it was Lorgok's POV and he was right next to him. The line was always going like this, tack tack. But aside from that, of course, memes aside, he played great. I didn't notice any big mistakes, or I don't even remember any real mistakes. I'll need to look at WOTS to go in more in depth, but I think his gameplay is completely fine. You know, if not really good. I honestly don't remember the mistakes, so I can't say anything. But Jeeth, much bigger than gameplay, we have his wisdom. He knows every word in the dictionary, every single one. Like, I don't know, Azurite. He probably knows what Azurite means. You know, like it probably has a meaning somewhere, and he will know. Like, if it has a meaning, he will know the word. He apparently, according to the legend, he was a lawyer, and he made big fucking bank, and he was like, "Fuck this, I'm out," and started playing games at the age of like 35 or something, and became a professional gamer at the age of... I don't know how you do that. I have no idea how you do that. Like, I've been playing games since I was like 2 years old or something. Like, literally, I grew up with my Atari things joystick in my hand. This dude started with like 35. He knows every word in the dictionary. He sometimes reads our contracts to like proofread it that everything is all right. Especially when we were starting Echo, we were like, "Geez, bro, we need some help." He was like, "Okay, listen. I'm gonna do this a few times, but I quit being a lawyer for a fucking reason, okay? Like, I'm not gonna be your lawyer." So we did use this help quite a few times, more than he would want to do, but it was very, very, very good. But yeah, nowadays he's back to gaming and only helps us with words that we don't understand. But yeah, he's like a father in the raid. He's the only father right now. You know, even before me. But yeah, he's like full of wisdom. You can talk about him all the time. He's like super respectful. I don't know, he's a really good guy to have in your team. All about team play, all about, you know, doing shit together. Completely selfless, if you call it selfless, like not selfish. He would know. You guys probably know as well. That's kind of an easy one, but I don't know. Yeah. That's him. Jesus, absolute legend, dude. Glad to have him in the team. Next up, Perfecto. This is the only picture where you can find him laughing. Like, this must have been hard to find this picture. On most other ones, he's either flaming someone or he's mad. What are the two? Usually both. So, impressed by this photo, first of all. And yeah, secondly, Perfecto, he can definitely play the game. But he will... if you fuck up in this area, like let's say you're a random dude getting close to his like 5 yards radius, you will get flamed. He probably like has a VCAR that detects the people in his proximity and just automatically like alerts him like, you need to flame this guy, he's close to you. What is he doing? This is your personal space. Exactly. 5 yard spread, hello? And this is my spot. I'm standing here, so this is my spot, which means, why are you here, motherfucker? Let's get the fuck out of here. This is my spot. Unless somebody is coming there to drop him a repair bot for his dagger or something. But you don't want to fuck with him. The other thing I noticed, if he has an issue, he will come out of his chair from the other side of the room, come directly to me and speak to me. I'm like, bro, why are you not just talking to me? Why do you come here? Like, this is not needed. No, he will do it. He'll be like, Scribe, I really need this trinket. You need to do a split for me. But Perfecto. You also need the tier token on that, boss. And we can guarantee the tier token. Let's do the tier token instead. But I need this trinket. If I get this trinket, I can do many things. But I cannot guarantee you a fucking trinket drop. Like, bro. He will let me know every single wish he has personally by coming directly to me. And he does not flame me, which is one good thing. He did in the past. But nowadays he doesn't flame me anymore. Which is great. So yeah, we got that going for us. In terms of his own gameplay, I mean, he plays good. I mean, he's a rogue, you know, you can't fuck much up, honestly. If you fuck up, you proc cheat death. If you fuck up, you proc cloak. If you fuck up, you faint. Crimson Vial, like something. It's not like you can really play bad as a rogue. But, you know, I guess he plays good, you know. Nnoggie. Oof, the creative genius. Wow. Really earned his title in this season, for the Race War first. I was saying before the tier already that Nnoggie is doing a lot of things behind the scenes. And of course it was a review tool. I'm not sure if I have permission to show the review tool. Might also be good for his business. He might be turning it into a service. That shit deserves to be shown again and again and again. So with this tool, we were able to immediately scan through our pulls, find the correct pull, and find the correct timestamp where you want to check stuff in the combat. We had to be like, even though I want to give him a lot of credit, even though I want to give him a lot of credit, the idea was already there, just to be fair to others as well. The idea was there after we were playing Final Fantasy especially, and like this tool was gonna get created in some way, but he took the tool and he just like, I mean, not he took the tool, he took the idea and just made it pop off. You know, he added stuff left, right, center. He worked on it with passion. You can clearly see like he made stuff that wasn't there as an idea to be like from the beginning. Stuff like creating a timeline for the bosses. I don't know how it works exactly. I didn't use this feature that much personally, but you can like go to a timestamp with it. Okay, this is a very short pull, so it doesn't make sense that much here, but if you do it on a longer pull. And usually the icons show as well. I'm probably doing something wrong, but you can go to like Earthshatter Missiles 5, you know, and just like check that exact timestamp, what is going on. It lets you also look at this and like assign raid cooldowns. You can share it with your teammates by creating clips and stuff like that of the moment. I don't know, just swapping between players, obviously insane, and it keeps like the moment of time, you know. So I can be like, oh, Roger, okay, this bomb, I want to see, I don't know, Deepshades in that moment. What was he doing with this bomb? And then you can check it and stuff. It's pretty insane. It works with YouTube and Twitch VODs. Twitch updates a bit late, so we use YouTube for the beginning, but then YouTube has a problem that it can't have longer than 12-hour VODs of live streams. So we add Twitch on top here, and yeah, use the Work of Logs API. Pretty fucking good job, like, I don't know. I would much, like, Nnoggie's a really good player, as you saw as well when he was in. But, you know, if he did this full-time, like, we would be popping off. He could be a software company. Like, the stuff he makes is very, very high quality. Barely any bugs. Like, this was, you know, we barely tested this. Like, he just made it all himself. Like, pretty insane. But gameplay-wise as well, he was actually quite tilted that he was playing DK and that DK might not see any progress. And at the start of the tier, because it was quite weak. Or it seemed weak, I don't know. I think it was as well. And then there was some theory crafters saying wrong things about his class. Don't you fucking dare talk about DK if you don't know what you're talking about. This man will come and he will hunt you down, okay? He will find where you are and he will fix and make your like fix all of your mistakes on your theory crafting and make an idiot out of you. Okay, don't do it with him. You don't want to fuck around with DK if you don't know what you're doing. If you want to like start theory crafting a class, I don't know, go for Feral Druid or something. Nobody's gonna hate you there. But if you get close to DK, you talk shit about DK, you don't know what you're talking about, whew, not good. Don't do that with Nnoggie. I don't know. You know, I've been playing with him for years. He's just a really good player. Not much to say about it. There's nothing special really to add on top of, you know, him being good. But what makes Nnoggie special is that he has the brain to create tools like this as well. Just on the side, you know, while going forward first, he also makes another tool like this. That's the crazy part. And like nobody even asked him. Like he just made it. Like I don't know why he did it. It was good. But like random proc, you know, Nnoggie sometimes procs like this and just creates something like that just out of nowhere. So that's good. He's in our team, that's great. Okay, next up. Ken. I mean, we all know he's a really good player. But he is also the guy that decides when we start raiding. Because if I say, let's start at 9, he just doesn't accept it, you know? Like, it's just... He'll be like, nope, that's incorrect time. And I'm like, okay, so 9:30? He's like, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm like, bro, I said I think 9. So you say, like, what do you think? Eventually, we will find a way and agree on a time. That was the main thing that Ken was doing, aside from pumping heals and, you know, playing good. It was about the starting time. Like towards the end of the tier, like it would be him deciding completely. It would be like, Ken, when do we start? And then he would think about it and tell us the time. I don't know why. He has nothing to do with like these decisions usually, but he is the guy that decides this. I think this is gonna be probably staying this way for now. Like sometimes he does say ridiculous stuff about this. Like he will sometimes be like, now let's just I don't know, not raid for 12 hours. Probably he thinks that's a good idea sometimes. So we need to stop him and be like, bro, it's not how it works. Like we can't just not raid. But he loves having good breaks between raids. I can tell you that much. Also, apparently he was sick and I didn't know. So, like, he really needed a break. I'm like, oh, why is this guy, you know, slacking? Apparently he was sick. He has probably the same thing that I have right now. Maybe a little bit worse. But yeah, that was my main thing during progress with Ken, the starting times. Aside from that, I mean, everybody knows Ken is insane at the game. You know, back in the days, I would like, if Ken was in our team, especially super far back, I could like, you know, a few years back, easily say like, you know, Ken's probably our best healer. But nowadays, with Skaris and Rycn there, whew, it's a bit hard. I mean, our healing roster in general is pumpers, but I think these three are like a little too good. Yeah, they're pretty insane. So yeah, Ken is a blaster. He did play a variety of classes as well. He could play all of them. You know, not everybody can do that. Velo did very good in that as well. He wasn't just playing monk or priest. You know, he was ready to go in with all of them. Which we had forgotten to mention, but yeah. The only thing was that he has only one priest, but we were lucky that he didn't have bad RNG, so it was good. I think when he's playing Shaman, he's having way too much fun. He's having too much fun. He cannot contain himself. He will just be like yelling around like, "Woo! Spinning! Let's get in!" Like he's just chain heal, let's go! I'm shooting lightning. Like he will just go mental. So it was probably the right decision to not put him on Shaman. Yeah, he's popping the question marks, but he knows what I'm talking about, dude. Castellanathria was an experience. So I think it's good that he didn't play Shaman. Not planning to put him back on it for a long time. Next up, Jimmy. Our handsome Swedish man, the Omega fast learner. He can't speak too much because it would go into his personal life. But let's say it like this. If there was a person, you know, if anybody doesn't know what a girlfriend debuff is, just look at Jimmy. You will figure out, like, just see what's up with him. You will know. You will know what that is. He was definitely a little bit debuffed this year, but I hope he's gonna be fine. You know, like he's in general a good player. Everybody knows what he's capable of. He was a little bit distracted, let's say, this year. It was hard a bit for him to focus sometimes on what we were talking about and stuff. Also, combined with the fact that the dirty boy is smoking. Can't smoke, dude. They don't have time for that. This is race for first. So it was a bit like that. He was a bit out of the loop on things. But in general, he played good. Like, he can definitely press the buttons good, but smoke breaks. Yeah, smoke breaks is not good, man. I think now also smokes. I mean, this is like public knowledge, right? I hope I'm not like giving internal knowledge to people, but I think everybody knows this stuff, right? Definitely is a debuff actually, smoking, because they need so many breaks. Like they need to go and smoke quick. And it's not good. Anyways, but yeah, about his gameplay, I mean, obviously he plays really good. You know, a machine. Sometimes I wonder what he does with his mouse, because like when I watch his POV, it's always him like flinging around the camera, left, right, left, right, left, right, right? But then I had to touch his mouse once because like, oh, do you guys know about the pull where I mid-pull went to Jimmy and swapped his mouse? That was an experience. Alright, so what happened was, first of all, he plays with very low was it DPI? Wait. So he plays with very low DPI. So like probably like to move his mouse from this screen to this screen, like to here, he will need to like do this movement, okay? So it's a mystery already to me while doing that. How does he fling his camera like this all the time? Because he must be like playing like this all the time. Like it must be a workout to do that. I don't know. Meanwhile, like I don't even need to lift up my wrist. I'll play like this, you know, for the same thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are reasons for it, because I know how like pros do that and stuff for better aim. Oh wait, there's a clip of it. Of course there is, man. Of course you guys have it on standby. What's he doing? What?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. What are these sounds? So I gave him my mouse.
Is it working? I'm back.
He's kicking balls as well at the
shot.
same time. And now his DPI is way too high because he didn't configure it. I don't know. I don't think my own DPI got transferred there, but he probably, you know, it's just a default probably, right?
Got it.
And then now he has a way too high DPI. He can't control it. just into it, dude. Like what? What is that? I actually had not seen this. I knew he died, but I had not seen this clip.
Oh, it's another shot. Holy fuck, the DPI did.
That's one funny story. Aside from that,
holy fuck, the DPI did.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone knows how good Jimmy is. He can play every class, learns it quite quick. But sometimes it's not there to focus on the things we say. But I mean, what can you do, right? Like, if you're as handsome as this guy, you're gonna have, you know, a lot of girls chasing after you. I get it. It is what it is, right? He is actually really fucking handsome. So I understand it, but I think we need to sponsor his marriage or something. So that he settles down. He needs to calm down a little bit. And then it's fine. Gingi. Such a kind man. The legendary Stiefbruder. That fits him quite good. He was so sad that he was not playing. He tried to make it work. He was like, Scribe, give me a chance. Let me show you. And then he came into the raid. He tried all specs. I don't think he tried survival. I hope not. But he tried everything else that he can do with talent optimizations, and you know, it just didn't work. Hunter was just not good, especially at that point. Maybe if he reached, maybe if we were already in phase 3, we would have kept him longer to kill the ads off at least and stuff like that. But this Hunter was just not needed, you know. So. But he didn't like completely FF. He started doing like trying to help from the outside, especially focused on the druid roars and other reminders of people, like helping people play better. You know, he didn't just be like, ah, fuck it, I'm not in, I don't care, you know, and just go do M+ or something. So it was good. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? It was just unfortunate. Obviously, about his skill and stuff, everybody knows he's a really good player. Just was a bit sad that he couldn't make the last boss. I think this was the first time in a long time. Alright, next. Yeah, with Gingi basically. Super legend, but yeah, what can I say? Now, let me think. This came too quickly. Okay, I know what I gotta say about him. He is the real criminal. This guy is the real criminal. He's a dirty boy. Because of multiple reasons. Number one, his pizza choice. Like, part of me was glad he was not there when we were eating pizza at the end. Because I don't know what he would have done. And I don't think I can survive it. Pizza is one of my favorite dishes. And he is just destroying it. Especially with Lorgok as well there. You know, in Italian. That part was good, at least. That, you know, he wasn't there for obviously joking. But, you know. The other thing is, this dirty boy flames everyone for memeing. He's like, guys, stop memeing. And then the next minute, he will pull up a joke out of his ass, just completely randomly. He will start memeing. He wants nobody else to meme but him. He's allowed to meme, but nobody else. That's his rules. You gotta stick to it. Otherwise, he'll be mad at you. Be like, man, stop memeing now, guys. And next minute, he's on it. So he's a dirty boy when it comes to that. But when it comes to tanking, he's a good player. He's a very good player. He knows how to play. Like, he's a quick learner when it comes to playing different classes as well and stuff like that. He's a cool guy. He doesn't like, he's not tryharding much, but he's just playing good, you know? That's his style. Like Meeres, he will know fucking everything about everything he does. Now it's like, just let's go, let's play. And he plays good for that, you know? He's a chill gamer. But at the same time really wants to win. Anyways, next up, Rycn. It was my first time meeting Rycn. Such a humble, genius, well-informed, like all-round good human being. Very nice person. Like, you can have a conversation about anything with him. He's a super chill guy. In terms of, it was the first year where he was being a healing officer. He spent 50% of the time arguing with me, or like trying to prove me that Resto Druid was not a good class, was not needed, and you know, and the rest was like doing normal healing stuff. I had to check with him repeatedly in case we're missing something, but apparently we didn't miss anything. Yeah, he was right. I guess so, dude. I don't know. It's just such a random thing. We assumed Resto would be good for something, but I guess, I mean, it's good, but it's just not like, it's an interesting pick. But yeah, his skill is, you know, incredible, world-class play. He will try really hard to win. Like, very, very disciplined. Just crazy good player. I don't know. Like, you could feel the one time he fucked up on Halondrus, he was in shambles, man. Like, when he fails, you just feel sad for him because you know how much he tries, and like, there's no reason to talk about it. You know, he will fix it himself. The one weird thing that we did talk about was him right-click leaving the raid. That was weird. I did have moments where I did doubt, is this guy a double agent in some sort? Not sure. I don't think so. But at the same time, it was a little sus. Like, it was quite sus, honestly. If I didn't know him, I don't know, right? Kind of weird. You don't just right-click leave the raid during progress on a boss fight where you have your best pull, like one of your best pulls. Not something you do usually. I don't know. He says it was Boomkins. And finally say it. What? What are you saying, right? So I'll give you a mod as well. I can't see your name, dude. It's too small. But yeah, I think I hope Rycn stays forever in the team. Just all around, like, a super nice guy to have. Next up we have oh my, the dangerous man himself, Meeres. He is, I have no idea how he's doing it, but this man manages to do so much work. Like, he does so many things. Some of them not necessarily even like good for progress or anything. Like, I have never seen somebody use their time this efficiently. I don't think it's possible. I've never seen it. Like, I wish you guys would know him more. He knows about every DPS class, about every cooldown, every personal, every little thing you might think might be relevant in the game. He will know about it. He will do so much incredible, efficient work. Because I'm saying efficient because I don't know how else somebody would fit so much work into their time. You know, it must be efficient because you don't have time to do all of this stuff otherwise. He cares a lot about the work first. He cares a lot about being really good at the game. It's really insane the amount of effort he puts into this. He was on farm. He was he also like how do you call it? He picks up the slack and like he makes sure everything runs smooth. I don't know, like even the smallest things, man. Like notifying raiders when the raid will start tomorrow. I know Meeres got it covered. Back then, I needed to do it, and I never managed. Every now and then, I would forget. Because I would be just going to bed myself. I have no time to fucking tell you guys when to wake up. I already said it on TeamSpeak. You should have listened. No, he will do everything. He was keeping the schedules all clean. He will, I don't know. He ran like multiple spreadsheets with containing information, updating them, having meetings with people to update everything. I have no idea how he does it. And then on top of all of that, he found time during progress to go and watch anime. During progress! Yes, I'm not kidding. He found time to go and watch anime with Roger and Narco. I mean, Narco I get, Roger I get, they like had some bench time and stuff. But no, this guy works 24/7. And he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go and watch some anime as well in the night. I don't know, bro. I don't get it. I really don't know how he does all of this, yeah? I'm a bit worried about it because it's a bit too much work. I hope he doesn't overwork himself. So far, it hasn't been a problem. But yeah. On top of all the officer work that we do and stuff like that, he gotta a little bit chill sometimes. Next up, he's going MDI, right? But also while preparing for his maid cosplay, he doesn't let go of the memes and the fun. He will do both. Like I'm not good enough to judge him. Like he can do whatever he wants with his time, dude. He can watch anime. Like I saw him. Like we're in the elevator. I see them. Okay, we're gonna watch anime. Bro, do whatever the fuck you want, like, it's fine. If you want to go watch anime with your 6-hour sleep, sure. I don't care. Potter not in the team, poor guy. Yeah, Potter didn't make it. He betrayed the team last year, so... After last year, so he was not in the, he was not in the Echo Players roster. Yeah, but... aside from his tryharding, Meeres obviously also a very, very good player. If not, maybe our best player. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be... I'm not good enough to tell between, the Sir, the Blaster healers, the Meeres, the Roger. I don't know. Anyways, next up, Justwait. I mean, he doesn't play, but he's maybe this can be the beginning for the outside team. Justwait is with us for a long time, and he first had struggles accepting the fact that we need a big wigs man, and he's the most well suited for this job. But last year, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it because." He's gonna do it the best, like we know that because he has the most experience in it and knows how to do that stuff. Has been working on big mods, boss mods for a long time, and this year again he was doing it. It was I had him sit next to me because I knew I needed to talk to him quite a lot, but that didn't help me when I still had to ask whether he's sitting on his chair, like whether he was there. Most of you probably saw the clip. We checked it earlier as well, but I'm gonna still show it because it's ridiculous. Yeah, hold on. This is gold, dude. Yo, dude, are you there?
I'm not sitting next to you, bro.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? True. Listen, is the blood soak? I don't know why we're even talking about it yet. Yeah, I wanted him to change the timer as per many times. I'm just so used to at home gripping him to another channel. Are you there? Well, yeah, it was funny, but there was a reason he was sitting right next to me. It's really important how big Vix is and that it runs, fluently, without any bugs, without any wrong timers. And especially this tier, I think, maybe also because we were sitting next to each other, it was really, really good. Like, I would want like random, like the smallest changes. Like I said here with the Healed Azeroth timer, can you move that by 0.5? Can you minus 1.5 here, plus 2 seconds on the next one? And he did all of that, you know, without being like, bro, just count a little bit. I mean, it's not a big deal, you know. He was very quick to fix everything, would fix stuff from, you know, as early as possible from VODs if needed and stuff like that. Super useful to the team. We could not play the fights without him doing what he does. Yeah. Was he actually there when we killed it? I think he had to go. On the last day, he had to go. He fixed all of the timers. That's why we don't have a bar for the very last mechanic in the fight. And like Grim took over and like he told him how to do it. Had created most things for the boss anyway, so it was just slight adjustments. But what is it called? Yeah, like I didn't even bother asking him to fix the last bar because it didn't matter. He fixed everything and then he just left. Kind of was sad he wasn't there for the celebration, but big part of our team for many years now. Windwalker Monk on is as a part-time job, but doesn't do much anymore in game and is mostly outside the game. He embraced the role fully, just like myself. Yeah. Alright, aside from that though, also from the outside team that are not here, we had our 3 secret analysts. Well, Essk maybe not so much secret anymore. I think people start to know him. He's the owner of Mythic Trap. He's making guides for the fights. He's not as experienced as most people are in our team when it comes to Warforged raiding, but he's very smart. We know he's a, you know, oftentimes we know he's the smartest guy in the room, but like, yeah, you know, his only weakness is that he doesn't know much about the game, or well, not much, just not as much because we've been at it for so many years. So that's why we're able to keep up with him and his intelligence. And yeah, he's creating cool tools such as Mythic Trap to, if you want to check out how to play the bosses. This is, I don't know, I don't know a better guide website or also a video, because I think this is just like really insane when if you want to get the information quickly of how the bosses work. On top of that, he's also the guy that, along with Grim together, who's making or working on the Pick'ems project. I'm sure you guys have heard of this if you were watching the main channel. I hope you did, otherwise the main channel did a mistake. Yeah, very cool things he can make. He's like a wizard. And also, on top of the great websites he makes, he's also the Echo website, I guess. But on top of all of this, he's also very interested in like this tactics and stuff, and he is a good person with finding bottlenecks in our systems and how to improve things. And he's very good at visualizing tactics. That's what he does mostly. Sometimes also looking into logs and like checking our DPS, how good it is and stuff like that. But his main quality, I would say, is visualizing the tactics we have so that everybody can understand it quickly. And something that I didn't think was this important up until the last 2 tiers. Like, I assume when I explain something, people understand it. I was very wrong. Like, very, very wrong. So, good communication is very important. And, you know, Essk is helping us with that and making that as good as possible within the team. Aside from that, Truefire and Aenia. Truefire also, you know, was supporting us for this race. And Aenia with as in the analyst position, and they were. Truefire is actually the old GM of Limit, or the previous GM or the original GM, I'm not sure, of Limit. So kind of weird, but fuck it, was really nice to have him here. He helped us with, especially with DPS cooldown assignments and min-maxing, or mainly damage oriented sometimes maybe looking a bit into healing, but mainly damage and doing small optimizations here and there. Even helping on Heroic Week with a lot of the Anduin splits and stuff. Also one of the big factors why we changed the Bloodlust timer on Halondrus, which probably was better. Has an insane knowledge of the classes and DPS patterns that they have, or DPS profiles that they have. Yeah, just a very, very smart guy. Very useful. I hope we can work more and better in the future together with him again. And Aenia, who was... I don't know, he just randomly procced one of the analyst applicants. His main strength is definitely, I would say, math. His math knowledge helped us quite a lot with calculating certain things. He's also good with like creating, you know, the tools we need, whatever it may be, boss timelines. He was creating back in the days before he saw the tier, even like scenarios of how a boss could be, and showing us like, you know, we might get this mechanic this often and stuff like this. You know, creates like simulation scenarios for bosses, which was really cool. But I would say his main skill, or what he brings to the table, is math knowledge. Math is very useful. People say math is not useful at school and shit. They are. Alright, last but not least, let's do Roger while he's in the chat, BMing me already for no reason. I'll BM you back. He sucks at the game. Doesn't know what he's doing. Washed up hunter, lol. Yeah. I mean, similar to Meeres, I'm not really good enough to judge. At some point, like I said, it's, you know, it's getting too blurry, the lines of how good a person is. When they're too good, you can't really tell, right? Because they are doing things for reasons that you might not think about. So yeah, Roger is one of those guys. Very good with the tactics, very good with finding ideas, but implementing the ideas he has no idea about. He will have the sickest weaker idea, be like, let's do it like this and this and this, and then let's do that, and then let's make it work all like this. And you're like, okay, do you have any idea how hard that is? Nope. Just do it. When can you do it? Now? Now it's fine for me. If you want to work on it now. Bro, we're pulling... Nnoggie was sick or something. I think it was like Lords of Dread, or... No, it was Anduin. We're pulling... Nnoggie was a bit sick. And he just told him, like, yeah, okay. You just, you know, can lie in bed. We will do splits. He just announced splits. Let's do splits. And he told me, Scribe, we're going to do splits. I'm like, what did you say? We're going to do what? Which splits? Who made these splits? What is the plan? Which item are we going for? Which group? Who is the soak? Where are the groups? Who is safe? Where do we see the lockout? How many helpers do we get? What kind of DPS upgrade are we going for? Just do it, Scribe. Bro, I was in shambles. The idea to do splits is great. I would do splits as well if I could. But holy fuck, sometimes he doesn't give a shit about like how to do it. Just wants it done. He has the sickest ideas. It will be... I think he could be like a good like project manager when it comes to software development and stuff like that. Because his ideas are great. But actually implementing them, he won't know. He doesn't give a fuck. He just says, just do it. That's his main thing. Like, I don't think anybody's better with coming up with ideas about things that he doesn't actually know how it works. But he will, like, you know, like, if I didn't know how to code, I wouldn't really have good ideas of software. You know what I mean? Like, you need to know somewhat how it works. But no, Roger has great ideas without knowing it. And he just wants it done, dude. He just wants that shit done. And oftentimes it's good. But sometimes the timing might not be optimal to create these projects. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, the other thing is his attention to detail. He like among all the chaos, he will remember the one thing that might like be a little bit off, but it's a crucial detail, right? So he will remember that, and he will make sure that is correct as well. You know, he doesn't just. He takes sometimes a bit more time as well to do things, but he will do them like all round really good without missing a detail. That's, I think, the other big quality Roger has. That I don't think anybody else has this quality as good as Roger, with not missing small details. Play my play a bit. Oh my god. Definitely a risky man. He is not afraid to take risks. I've noticed this in previous tiers as well. But this year with Alondros, opened my eyes. Some of it was needed, some of it completely unnecessary. I think sometimes he did it for fun. Like sometimes I feel like I saw it, like he was kind of doing it to like play with my feelings, you know. I wasn't sure always. But yeah, the one person I didn't mention was Potter, so to not leave him out of this. Potter did betray us. He is an evil man. Anything he said during the race for first has nothing to do with Echo. This is not what Echo stands for. You will kick him immediately again. No. I am kidding, but it's kind of true at the same time. But anyways, no, Potter came back to the team. He was actually like the real Batman signal. With Narco as well, I guess he wasn't real as well, but this happened in the like the Batman of the outside team, let's say. He sent the signal. He tried to get holiday from his job. They didn't give him the holiday, so he quit his job. And then he was there for us, did his part. He still loves his sleep. He does not perform good with low sleep. He does not like sleeping little. Sleep is very important for him. But aside from that, he did a good job. Especially, I think the main turning point was Rycn onwards is when we had the Potter diff with the 4 heal strat. He did a very good job assigning the personals and the raid cooldowns, calling them out as well very good consistently. That was pretty sick, honestly. Rycn, he's the reason we popped off. Otherwise, it could have ended bad. Yeah, I guess that's it. First, let's see with him. I mean, he doesn't have a job anymore, so I guess he's gonna come back into the team full time. I don't know. Didn't talk really. Let's see about it, I guess. Kind of awkward now.
Yeah.
I found a new guild to progress Alondros with. Okay. Oh yeah, I did look at your tweet saying you're looking for a guild to play with. Do your thing, man. Fuck it. Who cares? LOL. War First Gaming. Woohoo! Everybody go mental. I'm gonna sell my account personally. Not sure what you're gonna do, Nnoggie. I heard people are starting to do ERP with their accounts. Some of them. Everybody just do whatever you want. Let's go. You can do anything. We are War First. Everything is allowed. Let's just fucking close the business down. Run away with the gold. Fuck it, dude. Woo. Yeah, damn. I'm kind of happy that I'm done as well now. This has taken a long time. Jesus. Whew. The thing is, the team is getting bigger and bigger. Oh no, I didn't mention the staff at all. Yeah. Oh boy. I could continue, like, as the team gets bigger, there's more people to talk about. Monkey shake. I'm scrolling, I cannot see it. Call me, scribe, I need to roast you. Wait, is this for real? Hello? What's up, dude?
Oh.
I think you can hear you now.
Hey, man.
Hey.
How's it going?
Going good. What do you want to say?
Well, I think it's just fair, like, if you rate every other player, that someone rates you.
Sure, yeah.
Don't you think?
I'm completely down, yeah.
So, where do I start?
Oh shit! Oh no!
Guys, I mean, I gotta say, like, first of all, you know, great trade leader, right? Everything, commander, general, the chief, always spot on, doing so many things. And then,
Okay.
Scribe decides to go AFK for a couple of pools to like work on the strategy. So then he's not calling anything. And then suddenly the raid is just doing the best pulls of the whole entire night, yeah? Like we're just blasting Anduin, we're going crazy good. Everything is smooth as butter. Then Scribe sees, oh man, they're going into phase 3. Jumps on, says, alright boys, I have a whole new plan for phase 3, you're gonna love it. So, you remember all the assignments we had? Yeah, I'm changing them all right now, live. You know, hot swap.
Okay.
And then starts calling, alright, Nnoggie, you cleared Tobo, and Velo, you are now with Jimmy, and this and that, and then it starts going literally in shambles. Oh my god, dude. I couldn't believe it, yeah.
I mean, it was the first time we tested me not being there, and it was an experimental project. I didn't know how to behave when I come and find you in last phase. I learned from the mistakes, and I think we did fine.
Yeah, of course, man. Okay, I have two more. Okay.
Alright, okay.
2 more.
Give it to me.
Secondly, alright, we're going to this amazing Arcadia venue, and we're like, okay, we need food. And then Scribe is like, yeah, I would like to have like a vegetarian option as well. You know what I mean? You know, just
Okay.
trying to be a bit more healthy as well. You know, like doing your thing. And
Okay.
I kid you not, chat. Yeah, we had the massive, like, what do you even call those things? The massive trays of food. Yeah. And would be like, there's the carbs, and that was fully gone at the end of the night. There was the meat, and that was gone halfway through, and we had to get extra. And then every single day you would have the vegetarian option. One portion was out of it, the rest untouched. No one even dared to.
There was
look
one
at
more
it.
guy. I think there was one more guy who was eating vegetarian.
One more guy.
Yeah, I think
Oh my
so.
God. It was a vegetarian crime every day, chat. Oh my god. But it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, and I have to say one more thing. You know,
Sure.
I was sitting next to Grim. I tried to calm him down many times, but I think sadly Scribe broke him before we even got to progress. If you saw on Anduin the first blasphemy that happened, we had a weak aura for it. That weak aura, I think, took 100 hours for Grim to make. Okay, it took literally more time than any weak aura we've ever created in the past, and we used it for the first mechanic only. It wasn't used later in the fight. It was just the first mechanic.
I mean,
Now, granted, it did work. It did work good. Meanwhile, every other guild is just like, whatever, just spread out and just, you know, handle it. You know, just do your thing. And we had the most sophisticated, like, oh, how do we separate half the people? Oh, but if you don't have someone next to you, you match with someone from the opposite side, but it has to be, if you are on the right, then from the opposite side it needs to be from the left. Like 100 different scenarios. And then Grim was just broken. Like, he came to the event and I was like, Grim, can I have this week or no? But can we just change the sound? No. He actually at some point banned making sounds for weak auras because he had it, you know. So yeah.
true.
That's,
I mean, it was a calculated risk. We knew, right? This can happen. I think it was still worth it. Well,
every time it worked good with a. Like, there's this clip where Scribe's like, "I'm so happy that it works," you know.
yeah. It could have been harder. We wouldn't know, right? maybe it would have been harder.
course.
So I expected it to come back in last phase from Mythic or something, maybe, or like second phase maybe as well to have it. So good effort, Graham. Good job, dude.
It was great.
Highly
great
appreciate it. It did save us 50-ish wipes with our performance, yeah, of course. So that's good.
But I mean, jokes aside, I think this was phenomenal from you this time around, especially because it was so many days, man. Like, like halfway through, I literally started depleting a little bit, and you just kept going, yeah. Like, I don't know how you did it. Kind of similar like Meeres as well. Like, I don't know where you found all the strength to keep going. Like, it's day one, basically, yeah. It was incredible. Not just for the raid leading, but also the like he was involved in everything, chat. Like the splits, like I don't know, the strategies, the paintings, calling stuff, the simulations. As it was incredible work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. All right, I'll let you continue the stream.
You want the staff review? Holy fuck. Alright, you can just say it once. If I don't read it, you say it twice. So music. Yeah, I would have done for the video, but they want staff review. Okay, I'll do this. Bro, I cannot do the staff review. Because first of all, I don't know how much they want their personality to be known. I will speak vaguely, okay? I won't talk about like their actual name or something like that, because or their nickname. But let's say like this. I'll do it. Also is like business stuff. Holy fuck! No, it's really hard to do staff review without spoiling things. But all I can say, let's say like this, is like the things I can say. The production team, holy fuck, bro! They must be under so much stress. Sound muted? No, I'm not watching like this. What do you mean sound muted? Chat review? Oh no. Alright, no, we're not talking about that. The production team, they must have been super stressed. We had quite a few issues. And I noticed it's very hard not to have issues with such a production and such a big event. They did everything to fight hard and overcome everything. They built new PCs on the spot, swapped parts, built completely different setups on the fly. Dealt with my shit with building my PC because I have a very specific way of it needing to be there. With like the player POVs and the 4 monitors. Apparently causes an issue with some player input footage if I plug a DSLR camera. Like, there was a lot of problems they had to solve. I'm sure they were sick of it at times, but I'm also glad that they fought really hard for it. And I don't think this is like something that you can buy with money, or, you know, I don't know, something that you can be trained for, you know, as a skill. The thing that was keeping our production alive and our event alive was pure passion, dude. Like, of course they are super skilled at what they do and stuff, right? Like, at points Sam was coming up with solutions, like random shit, like, my camera is lagging. He's like, maybe that's because the 4th monitor's refresh rate is not matching the camera speed. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, how does 2 things fit? And then we put it and it works. Like, I could feel his brain growing from the back. It was crazy. Because I'm kind of an IT guy as well, right? Like, but his brain was definitely growing. I know Daisy was filming us with the camera left, right, center with to capture the best moments. I saw her filming for a long time, let's say like this. And I'm not sure, I don't think all of that material was just immediately used. There must have been some good filtering going on. Our photographer like it was like a fucking ninja, dude. He was everywhere, just tack 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 tack. That's crazy. And in the meantime, I'm telling him he can't even come too close because there's static electricity that, like, because there was a carpet on the floor, which was a mistake that we had not thought of earlier on. There was too much static electricity, so he couldn't get close to us. So he was literally like a ninja flying around, just trying to get the best photographs. I don't know how he got to some places where he was. He was doing a great job. Yeah. But in general, like, the whole stress levels at such an event is so crazy. And it taking 18 days. At times, like, I was thinking, okay, you know, this is my company as well, right? Like, I'm putting a lot of effort into this. I understand that I can survive this stress. How the fuck do other people survive this for 18 days? Away from their families, from their real life, you know, from their homes. I was quite surprised by how much they were, you know, able to put out after so many days of, you know, being tired and being done with it. I don't know when they slept, some of them, because when I left quite late. I once stayed super late, okay, because there was this moment. I don't know which boss it was. I think Rycn, yeah. Rycn, I sat there and I really thought about how to do, like, what to do next. Before, like, I was sure we were gonna forward heal and stuff. I was looking for things to mitigate damage. I went through logs, checked if mitigation affects the intermission adds, health reduction, and how we used our personals, how we used our raid cooldowns, checking if we can do them better. All that, so I should update. And the production guys, they were just chilling. They were there fixing stuff, fixing PCs. For them, it was a standard day. And I noticed they were up every day for a really long time. And I was like, okay, maybe they're doing a late shift as well, you know. I came back the morning. They were again already there before me. Some crazy shit, man. I don't know. I have no idea. Because, you know, like, I'm thinking of it, you know, I should be the one trying the hardest as well. Because in the end, you know, I'm the co-CEO. They are staff, you know. They're allowed to chill more. But they were not chilling more. They were really trying hard to make the best out of the event. It's pretty impressive. Some people I don't want to name because I don't know if they want to be known. Right, so yeah, everyone did a great job. The venue, again, I don't know if I want to name him. Fuck it, I think he's probably a known guy, especially Frank from the venue. He was like taking care of all our shit, dude. Like literally, well, not literally shit, but maybe even that. I don't know at this point. Like. He was a legend. He was everywhere. Like, he was telling me, you need something, it doesn't get done, he immediately tell me. I could DM him. Frank was driving now, so he was driving. He got me from the airport. He fixed fucking everything. He ordered us food when people didn't like it that much. If the catering was like, you know, people didn't enjoy it, or a specific person like Can likes hamburgers. So, and us being in Hamburg, I guess maybe it was easy also. But he got me pizza all the time. He was an absolute legend. Was there whenever we needed him. Was super nice. But yeah, was a really cool event. And I was especially amazed by all the people that don't really play the game, like in the team, but were still so supportive and so much tryharding for this to work out. It's really cool. And I noticed if people do something that they like that they are passionate about, they're gonna put in so much more work than anything can buy. Like that you could buy with money at all. Like I don't think I could buy that passion in any way, anywhere. It's just impossible. It's impossible. And I think that's why our show was so good, because people were really trying to make it good. I don't think, like, I don't want to say that other teams don't have that. I'm pretty sure they have also passionate people working on their projects, but this was crazy what I saw. The mods I didn't talk about. Dude, and that's the same thing with the passion that I was talking about. Like, I look into the mod chat sometimes, and it's like I'm talking to like I see like professionals talking about it, like as if they are making like, you know, insane salary from this, and like this is their like full-time job, have 10 years of experience, studied university for this in like communications or something. They're like complete pros talking about, yeah, okay, we need to make rules for this, that. Like, the atmosphere in something where people are passionate about the things they do is just amazing place to be in. I don't know. I barely had to look at anything regarding modding or anything. I just a few times misclicked and looked at the mod chat by mistake. I was like, holy shit, these guys got it handled. Like, I would only be noise here. I left the channel again. Whoop, all good, dude. Our sponsors themselves are popping off as well. I really love that Elgato, Tom from Elgato was at the show, memeing around, or what he just said casually became a meme about Preach's wife. No BM intended, of course. And also from Displayed, Creston. I'm not sure if I was supposed to say. That's his nickname. That's fine. True. That's not his real name. From Displayed, our partnership manager also was super involved in what we do, and created Displayeds as we defeated bosses, which also helped them promote their brand more, or their products, because when a sponsor is involved and like comes to the show, oh, there he is, dude. He's watching. Yeah, he did a very good job. He did a very, very good job. We had a talk in the morning as well. He's always watching, dude. Of course, guys, check out the displays below and right behind me if you want to get those. I'm always doing my shout outs, sir. I believe exclamation mark display in the chat right there. 30% off right now. Potentially not anymore because I might have been late with updating my commands. You check it. Go check it yourself. I think he's gonna cut us some slack because it's just been over the days. It's fine. Hashtag ad. No, but display is amazing, dude. The product is just so good. It also sells good. Like, you don't have to do much. You guys will buy it anyways, even if you don't want to, because it's just good. Unlock for you guys. Spend that money. Go. If Tails a call, he'll negotiate a deal. What deal? Monk Shake. How about some ads for Rocket recap? Yeah, let's continue with Rocket recap. Again, like, look at this, man. Like, this is fucking brilliant. Did you see the Arctic cooldown? The Rocket recap? I don't know, like, I think analyst test with Work of Logs. I don't know all the segments. I didn't know until I saw it. When I saw the Arctic cooldown, I was like, holy fuck, that looks sick. The Rocket recaps, I mean, the videos themselves are sick. You know, connection, the idea is obviously great as well. But some of the things, like, I don't even know how they did it.